Yep. Okay, so this is Minotaur 15. I'm going to see how fast I can clear Minotaur 15, at least for now. It'll get better when I eventually develop my shield guard. Or I fully level up my Gala Longbraids and give her better gear. Right now, the reason I have these specific champions in here, like Kale, Ninja, Vergus, Drexthar, and Haikatoon, is because these are like original favorites for this. And I still haven't completed their masteries. Because completing masteries is really difficult. You need to be 6-star in order to complete masteries. Like the champion that you're doing it, in order to actually complete the masteries, they have to be 6-star. Because there's tiers of masteries, like up to tier 6. Tier 6 gives you a massive bonus. You can do up to 80,000 damage a hit with this on clan boss and extra damage to almost all other targets. It does more damage based on how much HP your enemy has, which is why it does so much to clan boss. Mortu Macabre. Abastophis. The funny thing is, Drexthar can actually solo that boss and look like he's taking no damage from it. It's hilarious. Oh yeah. Like once he reaches 6-star, he just destroys that boss. Like he's like standing there taking almost no damage. There are things that can harm. Like, okay, I know this is going to sound stupid, but Drexthar is actually somewhat weak to Mortu Macabre. Like, he actually needs some defense versus Mortu Macabre because he's negative affinity to Mortu Macabre. Because he's force affinity and Mortu is spirit. And that means something. You know what I mean? Because then, like, the Mortu is going to target. Like, he can get killed by Peril. Because Peril is, and that's why Gnarlhorn exists. He's not very good versus Valkyrie. Because Valkyrie, she has a self-shield that, like, soaks up the burn damage, and it's not very pleasant. I will tell you something else, though. Drexthar destroys most starter champions unless they're exceptionally well built. Like, if you have, like, some badly equipped Kale or a badly equipped one of those starters, Drexthar will destroy them really bad. Because he's a strong affinity to them, and he's generally built tank. And he does a lot of sustained damage. He's hard to burst down, except for certain characters. Mortu doesn't care, because Mortu has all that, like, cheesy stuff. Alright, so this isn't the best run I have of this boss. But I can do Minotaur 15 in roughly... We're coming up on time at 4 minutes. Minotaur 15 is level 185, by the way. Okay. We're going to start with HP burn dynamics in Spider, which I'm going to show. I'm going to show Drexthar in his finest hour. So his finest hour is I'm gonna need a Spirit Host here. Um, Possibly. I wouldn't know because I haven't tried it on my Direct Star. If I am going to try it on my Direct Star, possibly. Because the problem, the reason I say that is, other than my starter champions, I actually don't have that good quality lifesteal gear. And usually as a substitute, I put a leech on them. And my, what is it? My Vogoth and my Deacon both have leeches. For my other account, it's usually a combination heal of I'm trying to remember who has the combination heals. Like Reliquary Tender and Taragi with a bit of a side of Sanguinia are usually my strategy, but Lifesteal gear is still useful on that account more because it doesn't have a reliable leech. This one has an actual leech on it. This account was lucky enough to get leech champions. Champions that can place a leech. I mean, it's possible, especially if you have War Master on him. Yeah, I just did Minotaur 15, which is the highest Minotaur in about 4 minutes. So this account's pretty decent for Minotaur. It's not the best on the planet. There is a faster way of doing it with Shield Guard, but I haven't built him out yet. Okay, I need to try to keep Drexstar healthy because Drexstar needs to continue to burn the spider and the little spiderlings. Because each time a spiderling takes a burn, the main spider takes a burn. Well, to an extent, but it's better to also have the spider on fire as well to maximize it. Yeah. Yeah, Syl might need to revive him soon because he's getting low. Well, keep in mind, this is not normal spider. Like, this is spider 12. This was my record. My previous record was this spider. The problem is, I don't... What do I not have? I don't have enough turn meter control to really... I didn't have a Deacon on this team because the Deacon's level 50 right now. I don't know if he's going to get mauled to death. I'll try. But keep in mind, this is Spider 12. So I don't know. I can try it, but I don't know if the Spiderlings won't just maul him to death. I mean, we can try it. Okay. Boost. What? The spider? Bombs. Do you have a Spirit Host by any chance, or a block debuffs champion? You're gonna want to block debuffs champ for that. Because at least until you get stronger. Like, how many 6 stars do you have? Oh. Well, you definitely need it there. Because the problem is as you start to go towards brutal, the need for getting 6 stars is going to increase by a lot. Like, you're going to soon find you're not going to make any progress without at least 1 or more 6 stars. Preferably 2 to complete brutal. Brutal campaign, the Brimstone Pass 12-3 and 12-6 is the easiest and, well, the best farm stage for mid-game players. Like, because you see, it gives the most XP without being very inconvenient. Because, yes, man, they are really mauling him. Really mauling the Drexthar. It's not great. Oh no, they killed Drexthar again. God damn it. Oh, yeah. Are you, so, what? Urogrim? They did nerf him, but he's still insane. You can solo, I think, Dragon 20 with him. Yeah, I think the reason you were, like, kind of unenthusiastic about it is, like, I don't think you know what you just pulled. I know. Yeah, no. I recommend 6-starring him. He's still a top tier epic. They did nerf him, but he's still a top tier epic. Like, he can still solo Dragon 20. You have just found your way to soloing Dragon 20. Congratulations. I do recommend looking up a build for him because I do not own him. And he will do a lot for you. He is almost as strong as, drumroll please, Bad El Khazar. He's almost as strong as, in fact, he was doing better than Bad El Khazar until they nerfed him. Yeah, they were annoyed that he was outperforming Bad El Khazar too much, so they tried to nerf his cooldowns, but he still is nuts. Like, it's still like, I still would want him, let me put it that way. I've never pulled him. But yeah, your dream of having a poison team is practically assembled almost when you get that champ. The funny thing is, you may end up randomly getting Kale from mystery shards. Like, what was it? This isn't the best run of Spider 12. It's rough, like, because he puked a few times. I'm going to try with the other thing. Because when he pukes, it kind of sets you back a little bit. Like, cause he heals for like 200k. That's not the funnest experience when you see like his health bar literally like jump. Set of curing's not great. Like, I know this is like a 9-minute run of this spider, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this this set of spider is really wicked. Okay, I'm gonna try Deacon, but I'm not gonna put him in the front. Because if I put him in the front, because I booked him a bit earlier, I haven't rank 6'd him yet because I needed someone to be a rank 6 void and destroy tanks better. And also the problem with Deacon versus Valkyrie is since his like decreased defense is AoE, all of the counterattacks will trigger and they'll all attack him. Oh no, you have pulled something so ridiculous that there are people, endgame players, who want your champion. Yes. Yes, there are endgame players who want Urogrim. Like, I remember Hell Hades, who's a much better player than me, was telling me, you know what? I really want an Urogrim, but, you know, they just released him. I didn't get him. Yep. I mean, if you're looking to like climb in power, you've done it. You've finally done it. Like, I fully expect you to probably beat Brutal Campaign, because this Eurogrim guy can destroy Mortu without really any issue. Yeah, because he'll just poison the Mortu to death. The Mortu won't really get much of a chance. Yeah, the champ's nuts. So there's a reason that endgame players want him. There's a reason. Okay, thankfully. Oh no. Don't focus the Deacon. Don't focus the Deacon. All right. So now Deacon is definitely helping though. Cuz Deacon is what is he doing? Deacon is allowing the spider to take less turns, which means it's more likely that the like the thing will stay controlled. So like he'll heal for 200,000, a bit less. Cuz that's what this thing heals for. That's why I don't like the spider taking a turn. I don't want it to heal for 200,000. Because even at my level, healing for 200,000, even when I'm eternally burning it, is annoying. But yeah, I don't want to ruin your Urgrim experience because he's probably a top 3 epic in the game. Probably. In fact, I think Urgrim may actually be your way into normal or even better clan boss. He is your way in. Do you have multi-hitters? Well, that'll help. You may also need an anti-heal for like the higher degrees of it, because the higher you go up, the more it heals for. Sanguinia is actually ridiculous for Fire Knight. She doesn't have an anti-heal, but she has the rest of it. She has the multi-hit. She has block debuffs. She can transfer a debuff if it lands on your team. Yeah, she's kind of actually nuts. She's the one champion I wish I had on my first account. Okay, it cut down my time by about a minute. The Deacon. Who? Maybe. Maybe, yeah. Oh my god. I have to fight a Rotos. Are you serious? I'm weeding that out. Man. Okay. I'm gonna go try to a clan boss with my nasty setup of Vogoth, Kale. I might do a bit more Minotaur, because Minotaur. You generally do want accuracy because you want those. You want that to land. Yeah. Okay, who do I need? Maybe. I'm trying to think about. No, I'm trying to think about what am I gonna do for masteries, because I'm trying to progress on Arbiter. I mean, you can try it. I mean, the thing is, what arena tier are you at? Yeah, your divine speed gear is probably not very good. I'll explain. The higher rank you are in arena, the better chance you're going to have divine speed gear that's really good. Like, I'm in like high silver, sometimes into gold. If I could get back into gold, I could get like unbelievably good speed gear. Like unbelievably good gear from it. But it all like, cause see, the quality of your divine speed, I think, directly correlates to what rank you're in. Like, you get unbelievably high quality divine speed for platinum, but that is such a hard rank to get that even I can't get it. Like, gold is within my reach potentially. There's a possibility if I got some better gear and I geared out Gala long braids, I'd be able to get to gold. But there is no chance of me getting to... Well, part of it is people got sick of Eurogram like blowing everything up, so they tried to nerf him. He still can do it, but they're trying to make it so you have to work so that he'll do it rather than you just walk up with nothing on him and he blows up the entire boss and everything. They had a problem with that on the test server. Yeah, they did, not me. I'm not that good. There's very few people who get on the test server. Yeah, go for it. I'm just messing with Minotaur because I want to see if I can actually finish this bloody mission. Because I'm thinking if I get enough scrolls on one of my champions, I'll be able to what is it? Actually beat the mission for once. I also get 150 energy for it as well. If I beat it. Well, I'm happy for you because you, like, let me put it this way. In the same span of time that I've played the the game, like, you've seen how much my stuff has evolved, right? So I was hoping that you were gonna, so that you can catch up, you know? Yeah, he's ludicrous. Like, on release, he was so strong. I was like looking at it pea green and with envy. I'm like, if I get that champ, when I figured that out. There is one champion though I actually kind of want more than him. I know that's gonna sound really bizarre, but I really wanted to get Arbiter because Arbiter was part of the You know how you see her at the beginning of the game? Like, she's like part of, like, integral to the lore of the story. So when you like get her, you've like completed the storyline. You like have become part of the lore of the game itself almost. Like, it's really interesting. I don't know. It just feels that way. Because, like, it will probably be my best achievement. When I get Arbiter, Arbiter will probably be my best video game achievement, period. Like, I'm not even joking. Because she's that hard to get. Because I may have failed to mention, but there is something that I am dreading having to do. I think I have to auto Spider 20 at some point. Well, he's a very rare champion. It's like I said, I've seen people empty their wallets trying to get Urogrim. And fail to get him. I mean, you could have got like a Sifi, a Necrit, or a Little Miss Annie, but this champ is about as good as those. That's the crazy thing. Like, maybe not as good as Sifi, but like borderline Necrit, borderline Little Miss Annie level of power. It's a lot of power. Like, Sifi is arguably the best champion in all of Raid. Sifi is ridiculous. Like, Sifi does a lot of damage. Sifi can revive almost anyone. Sifi has, like, a block debuffs that's so difficult to deal with. Like, I think the champion that they rated higher potentially is Valkyrie, but that's about it. I do have to look up Urogrim again to see where his rating is after it's probably pretty bloody high. It's like probably like 4.5 or 5. Which, to give you an idea, I've only pulled like a couple champions that can do that. One of them is Drexthar. Urogrim may already be almost as powerful as Urost is. Yeah, really. Yeah, that's why I'm not underplaying it, because like you found a find that all of my accounts now envy the find you just found. Even Madame Saris is like, oh, I wish I could do that. Well, I mean, I can't underplay it because it's reality. Sometimes you find like a find that you'll never find again that's amazing, and that's one of them. In fact, I would not be surprised. I wouldn't even blame you if you 6-starred him before your starter champ. Yeah, no. No, because you want to know how many Galax I have, I think, on one account? I think I have like 4. Like, I'm not joking. I'm like, what? Am I going to get a Sifi? Or not a Sifi, a Mashald. I want a Mashald. And then Gallic walks out of the portal. Damn it! I'm like, I'm going to summon like a Elder Scarg. Gallic appears again. Damn it! I wanted an Elder Scarg. By the way, I do want to tell you something. If you get an Elder Scarg, he can make it so that the enemy team almost cannot move. Ever. Yes. Yeah, if you find him. He's pretty rare, though. He is a legendary of Barbarian faction, but he's nuts. You want to know the funny thing? You want to know the first thing I pulled on a Sacred Shard was? Vergus. Yeah, he's still here. Yeah, he's still here. He's still messing with Minotaur to this day. He's still messing with Minotaur. Which one? Jurgen, yeah. Because at first when you were like, I just got an Urogrim, that's not a big deal. I'm like, do you have any idea what you just found? I think once you max Urgrim, I do recommend you to try to climb Doom Tower because I think you can at that point. Oh yeah, most likely. Yeah. No, I'm not even doubting it. I'm just telling you when you do that, that's when you're going to want to see. You want to see how far you can get. Granted, you're also going to want, this is something else you're going to want. You're going to want to try to max your Sanguinia with him later, because if you can get the two of them together, you can then just beat the Doom Tower. Probably, yeah. You might need a third. You might need a buff stripper, like someone who strips buffs because of Valkyrie, and you might need a provoke because you're not going to want the Mortus to peril him. Yeah. I don't like to say that you might need other things, but the Doom Tower, there's a reason I've never beat it. Like, you may need a 6-star for Brutal. But you only will need it when you get to when you get past Durham. You'll see. Durham has got like AI that start to break the level cap of the game. Yeah, I'm hoping to one day get a Eurogrim, but it'll be a while because I have to get Void Shard. Like I'm saving Voids on my third account to eventually do a pull of some kind. Because I've got 8 on there, but I don't want to blow them all because I want to like try to save it up. Like if there's like a big event for like a guaranteed summon. Like, because sometimes you'll get like events like, remember the 30 Void Madame Saris thing? Yeah. Wait a second. I think Eurogrim's Void, right? You want to hear something funny about him? He'll never weak hit, and he'll never get strong hit in his entire existence. Well, that's a big deal. That means there's like almost no content he can't go because he won't have affinity weakness problems. Like he won't have problems with like, oh, he weak hit that guy. Because see, a lot of the reasons I can't climb Doom Tower, by the way, is because almost every champion of mine has some kind of affinity weakness, and it's causing me a lot of headaches because I can't. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of affinity weaknesses. So like I could technically do block buffs with Vizier in Doom Tower to stop the Valkyries. But because he's affinity negative, the Valkyries and stuff do so much damage to him, I can't get him through the waves. Like, even with full 16 accuracy gear, he still struggles. Ooh. Yeah, that'll take a while. Even I haven't done that. I'm nowhere close to that. So, yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal of mine in a way too, but I'm still far from it. What else? Um, oh, he's gonna do a lot later on. You will want to try it. You'll want to try it. Hard clan boss. Yeah, I was about to say, because, like, hard clan boss is not a joke. There's a reason I don't even bother with it. There's a reason. Because, like, hard clan boss hits really hard, has a stupid amount of health, and he has more resistance as well, so he won't get hit as much. Who? You mean she just removes the buffs? Are we sure we're talking about the same champion? Oh, yeah, yeah, no, that's what it is. It's not. No, yeah, no. I know what that champion does because I have her on my regular Fire Knight team at level 60 on my second account. Like on my second account, not my first account, but my first account and my second account are kind of neck and neck in terms of what they can do. They're neck and neck. The only one that isn't neck and neck is is the third one, because the third one only has 360s, but it does a fair amount. Well, not 360s, 260s and one rank 6. The rank 6 is a level 49 Diabolist that boosts the speed. Well, it's a budget account. I'm planning on building a shield guard to experiment on that account later. Yeah, the funny thing is, on all these accounts, I've actually managed this whole thing FTP, but it's really hard. That's the funny thing. It's really hard to do it because the game definitely tempts you into spending even like a small amount of money for like energy, gems, books, especially like books is like one of the biggest like temptations the game does, because the game makes it unbelievably hard to get books. The worst culprit is the legendary books. Like that I'm pretty sure that there is a lot of players who've dumped a lot of money on legendary books. The thing about uncommons is you can just get copies of them to book them. Yeah, the uncommon I recommend you to do the most, though, I think that would benefit you the most, is probably Shield Guard, followed by Armiger. So yeah, I'm doing Minotaur 15. Hopefully, it's my usual standard 4-minute Minotaur 15. Let's see, what do we get? How many scrolls do I have? Okay, Drexthar got a scroll. Because yes, Drexthar is now on the Minotaur. Like, I am, like, leveling him on the Minotaur. Well, not leveling him, getting him scrolls. Excuse me, he's already level 60. I misspoke. Yeah, the funny thing is, hard campaign, it's hard relative to where you are in the game, but the thing that's funny is, it's when you get to brutal that the campaign starts to, yeah, like, I'm right now on brutal Durham, so, but since I have like, here's the funny thing. This is the account with the 60 Elhain, but you wouldn't know that it is because I have the 60 Kale that's fully ascended. So you could make the assumption that the 60 Elhain was just a champion I pulled, and the 60 Kale was the starter, but the way you can tell that it is that the Elhain has a complete set of masteries and slightly better gear. That's how you can tell. And then you're like, oh wait, that was the starter champion. It depends on who you're fighting. Like, the thing is, all 3 of my accounts have 60s on them, but the thing about Earlgrim is I actually don't know how strong he is in Arena, Because even at level 50, he might actually start destroying 6 stars because he's just that evil. Yeah. Like, it's one of those characters. And you know another one that's like that, but it's really rare? Krisk the Ageless. Krisk is like a giant void turtle. He's another one to keep your eyes out peeled for because he is like the best defense champ in the game. You've been hitting what? Oh, redo stage. Yeah. Yeah, no, redoing stage is a part of this game. It is. It's fine. We all do grinding on this from time to time. Like hell, I don't know how many times I've redone Brimstone Pass to try to like, and even Minotaur. How many times I've had to try to do Minotaur to get the scrolls. Cuz like to get tier 4 masteries, you want to know how many scrolls you need? Oh, and by the way, this is the level that you'll probably get stuck at because all of these champions are level 61. Yeah, they did that to try to stop people from taking over on him too much. Oh, wow. Gala just ripped those apart. Whoa. Did anyone even... I'm shocked. Gala just ripped that level 61 apart. Like, that sucker got deleted. Wow. And she doesn't even have her new gear on. Just wait until this sucker gets the gear. Oh man. This champ is going to be scary. She is, but she isn't as much utility as either of the other ones you mentioned, the Sanguinia and the other one, the Eurogrim. Yeah, those two are ridiculous as a pair. Yeah. Hexy is okay, but compare, like, they're like two entirely different creatures. It's like, it's kind of like, you know, I've got a Leorius the Proud, and I've got like a Spirit Host or something. It's like that kind of deal. Whoa, she deleted that. Okay. Man, when I actually get some, like, okay gear on Gala, she is going to do some very scary things. Like... Yeah. So yeah, Fire Knight is, I mean, you've got okay champs for it, but if you didn't have the champs you had, Fire Knight's more of a nightmare because you need the like way to break that shield and try to burst him down because he like heal reduction is decent on him, but if you can burst him down before like a certain point, you won't need healing reduction as much. 100% heal reduction is the best versus Fire Knight because it makes sure that I mean, Fire Knight heals for what? Like, as you go up in Fire Knight, like, what stage are you at on Fire Knight? Stage 3 or stage 4? Okay, I will warn you, at a certain point, Fire Knight becomes massively more difficult. Like, on like the one I've got is bad enough that I can't keep my level 50 alive in there. Like I only my 6 stars are able to fight it and live. Almost like it's like I said, you've got a massive game changer like progression jump. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm continuing to progress Gala. Gala is a big progression for me because she's the only like void damage dealer. Cause see, I actually don't have that many good voids. I have good other champions, but not that many good voids. My biggest void breakthrough, other than Gala Long Braids, is Cold Heart, which I'll be developing next. On this account at least. Whoa! I just one shot those man eaters before they had the chance to get the buff up. Because the thing you don't want with Maneater is you don't want Maneater to get a foothold. I forgot. I forgot how fun this game is just playing it, like talking to people. Because, like, time flies when you're, like, talking to people. Like, especially when, like, the people you're talking to aren't, like, awful to talk to. Like, the time seems to move slower in, like, League. Because if I don't slash mute all the things that you hear people saying, even to other people, even if it's not to you directly, is, yeah. Alright, I'm going to kill this brutal war chief.